Hey folks, Squishy Chew here for another episode of Captain of Industry Update 3. Last week we got our plastic setup, graphene, our poly, plastic, graphene, and poly over here. We did have a look around at a few other things, let a couple of things recover. This week we want to move on to electronics 2, get a couple of big sorters built, finish upgrading the last of our vehicles, expand our diggy crew, and hopefully upgrade to the next tier of labs. Not a lot of research left in the queue. We just got to get this silicon, the electronics 2 done. So that's what we're going to start with. A large tree harvester has no trucks assigned. That's odd. No, have 2 trucks. Now. Want to do this first? No. We'll do the vehicle upgrading last. Now we may end up needing another row of these. So we're going to put that there. We're going to grab our assembly 3 belt and then 2. Yes, and no deliver with electronics 2. And then spin him around. Copy. And copy. And copy. And copy. Okay, and then we'll grab them and we're going to turn that off, and we're going to turn that off. It's already off. Swap him to 2 and swap him to 2. So I don't want them taking any out of shipyard until we get the first lot done. And the reason for that is we need to, we need to make some before we can do an next bit of research. So yeah, get these plugged in. I didn't worry about a blueprint for these. It's pretty simple. It's 3 items in, 1 item out, and we've done it a million times already. Now this is where our first split comes from, which prioritizes down to our friends down here. Now I am going to stick another one in here because I'm going to want to so what this will do is prioritize down and then prioritize down again, and then so it will make electronics 2 before it goes to do construction parts and vehicle parts and lab equipment, which means we should probably upgrade that one, and then we'll just do it at here. Here. Sorry folks, thought I was going to sneeze. Alright, let's try that again. Up at 5, stay at 5, go to here, and then I'm going to want all the way down to 1. We'll just have it spin around the back. There. And then actually this isn't the one that we want. And we've got another tree harvester without a truck. Yeah, you can have 2 as well. I forgot a very key ingredient for this. Oops. So that'll be lifts, belt, gap, belt. And that is these ones. So we need to get those poly boards in. Just a couple machines to plug in. It's fine. Okay, now we'll do the electronics. There, down to 1. Now this is probably going to put enough strain on our copper that we're also going to have to start thinking about another smelting upgrade. It's just the way it is with this stuff. Okay, so what level are you at? You're at 2, so you're going to want to come there, and then up to, oops, up to 3. Yeah, we probably should have it across at the same point as the copper is already. That'll work. I'm going to need a flat lift. Need to double check that iron ore as well, make sure that's not going to become a problem. This going down quite a bit. What's going on here? Maybe we just get rid of these. Just not getting through it fast enough. Yeah, so back to here. Alright, so we've got the first three plugged in. Now we need to get copper, glass, and plastic. We're going to do plastic the same way as we did rubber. It will be plastic. And then we just gotta run the glass and copper over. Okay, so we'll start with copper because that will probably be the easiest. You grab from there. Here, and then out one. To there. To there. And then we just copy this guy. And glass. Okay. Gets glass over here. This is the advantage to having all this like the major stuff on belts. You just plug them in, check the throughputs, make sure it's all still working. Okay, so we need that belt. Those belts. I want the box. I want all them belts. I want all them belts. I want not all them. All them. And then we need to put in. We we need to put in connectors here, 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 here. So I noticed I'd forgotten the connectors because everything highlighted straight away. Okay, while we're waiting on those belts to build, we can send the boat back out. What's that? I think we were 470 or 480? 480. Okay, so that's too high, that's too high, that's too high. We probably checked all these last week, but it's been a week, so just have to bear with me. 430, let's go out there. This is where we're up to. Alright, yeah, they're starting to bring back in now, which is great. Alright, so it looks like all this is done. Now we are making 4 lots. So each one of these will use one of these machines. Each pair of these will use one of these machines. So we're just going to start with one for now. Now, the other thing we have to check too, so copper, that's 3. You're already blue, so that's fine, just taking 3 off from there. 6 and 6, yeah, everything else is fine there with 12 out. You're using 6 and 6, 12, so 24 on this one. So all that throughput's fine. With 6 and 6 is 12 out, so that throughput's fine. Excellent. There we go. Here comes our first lot. And you can see here, we've made 4 out of 20. That power just dipped then for a second. We might have to look at putting in a dedicated coal power plant. I'm trying to hold out, because if I get this, then I can add the exhaust scrubbing as a supplemental power supply, plus it will also improve our oil distillation power setup. There we go, we're at 8 out of 20 now. Fertilizer gear is going well. Uh, 180, yeah, go and fight them. Where are we at now? We're at 12 out of 20. Why don't you have... Oh, because there's none of this is built. Let's get that one and that one done now, though. Alright. There we go. We get that done. We're at 88%. Let's just finish that, and then I want statues of maintenance and power generation, and then research lab. Excellent. Okay, now another thing I wanted to that I did notice. So you can see we've still got a small excavator and 10 little pickups around. So we're going to go to, first of all, the small excavator, do a large excavator, vehicle depot 2, He's only in the sand mine, which is fine. So we'll send him off, go to the sand mine, and we'll take them 2 off and put 2 more on. Then we need to find out where the rest of our pickups are. They're on tree harvested. So if I go here, right, you're fine. You can take them off and take 2 of them. Take them off and take 2 of them. Okay, now that should mean now, yeah, they're all unassigned. So we could just go 10 and upgrade. But the first thing we actually want to do is get rid of our baby tree harvesters and make them large. So that's 2. And then pickups, 2 trucks. That's 10. Get them done. That would be all the remaining upgrading that we needed to do. Okay, that's finished. We've repaired. You're a 180. Off you go. Now the next thing we want to do, I think that the iron mine is in a bit of trouble, or will be very soon, and the coal mine. So I want those both done. This one we can call iron 2. Actually, let's pause that one. Don't think that's in a very good spot. Let's put it here. And then I'll pause it. Okay, now we can go iron ore, iron, 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 and iron. That should sort him out. Too late to move this one. Hopefully it's doesn't collapse. Coal, 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 coal. Which ore sorting plant? Just the sand one? Yeah, it'll be fine. Yes, okay. And the other one I wanted to look at. Oh, yeah, so we've only got 5 of them. We'll wait for the upgrades to finish. Right, that's done. Send him off. Hopefully he can get that done. Oh, and this now can accept imports. We're going to have to look at getting rid of these things out of our... if I do that, and we do that, should see those come out. And if I do that, I should see that oil come out. And then it's just copper scrap and recyclables. Rather do recycling as its own thing first. We might have to convert this into a bridge and convert one of these into a bridge, just so that we can make sure we can get excavators out. Maybe one of these sections into a bridge as well. No, we're still good for trees. Once we start harvesting this area, and is done. Okay. Well, sand can go all the way through to here, and all the way through to here. Yes, and then rectangle area. Alright, send the ship to here. So he's just about done with his combat. And then we'll probably look at what we want to repair. Amongst other things. And we'll do 2 more of these. Alright, excellent. This is done. We're going to edit this area. Rectangle. You're all of that. Now, yeah, good. I don't want you accidentally dumping anything. You will be coal too. Like so. And we'll start him off just coming straight into the mountain. And then at a later time we can figure out exactly what we want. Shaping his mine and getting down to the bottom floor. Same as the coal. Back. Now, have we done all of our upgrades? Nope, we're doing trucks now. How far off are we? Nearly done. Alright, you guys getting rid of stuff? They are, that's perfect. We need to get rid of those. We'll get rid of construction parts eventually. We'll build a pipe or something. And then they'll go. Now let's just put. Okay. Is happy. Alright, ship's fully repaired again. Now we're going to send him to visit so we can see these 3 before we send them off to deal with it. How far off are we now? We've got a couple to go. Okay, where are you trying to go? That's problem solved. We can also, because I know that the throughput on these won't be enough. Do them with that. Same as you. Perfect. Okay, so now we can handle 400 rock, 400 dirt, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 1200 iron. But the sorter itself can handle 20, can do 2400. So hopefully more than enough there. Unfortunately, we have to wait for this research to finish before we can get the next one done. Oh, you've only done 4. There's still got quite a few to go, don't you? And our electronics aren't keeping up. Why is that? Because the coal's not keeping up. So if we go there, there, there. Let's see, once that upgrades, if that's enough. Feel like it should be enough. That one, need this one done as well. Okay, now let's have a look. Alright, plenty of coal coming in now. Perfect. And perfect. You guys shouldn't ever be waiting for products. And they're all connected. And it's only 48 per side, so tier 1 should be enough. I think it was just while we were waiting for things to get caught back up. Okay, and now glass also is having some issues. We need to put the other one on. What do you use? You use 30. You're making 60. So if I go there, there and there, there. Actually, you can cancel. There, 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 have to take this one out and this one out, and we get from there to there, so we can go from there, there, and from there, there. Then we can unpause, unpause, and unpause. That feeds our broken glass back in. You'll be 12 and you'll be 12, so that's 24 glass. And you're using 6. Okay, so we got a 180, a normal, 400, 470, 470, and 2 high. We got the one that doesn't take any combat first. And how's this going now? 9 done, 1 in progress. Yeah, so that's 8. And 12, 18. Yeah, so we definitely needed the extra one. Alright, now you can go and unlock the groundwater station. So we're just waiting on that last pickup to come in. There it is. Perfect. Then we're going to do 5 and 10. That's for the flatliners, so we can expand that. That gives us our 3rd objective for this week. Maybe we take that out and that out, and then we can look at those as research options. Get rid of that one as well. Yes, and then next, so what we're gonna, so that statue of maintenance, the power upgrade, and upgrading our smelters, so we can add more smelters. We'll have more throughput on the belts. Bigger boxes. What else did you need to research? Bigger cargo ship. I'm gonna need the bigger cargo ship before we do the nuclear reactor, so maybe after that. I don't even think this is going to be worth doing yet. We're also going to need, before we get into mega vehicles, we're going to want to change the way we supply oil so we can turn on more of the distilleries. So I think after that we probably will go into uranium processing, mega vehicles, CO2 recycling, better glass, Microchips. And then we can go back and do any of the food that we've missed along the way. Will that be all the food? It won't be poppies though. Alright, that's all done. Send him out to the coal mine now. Maintenance has fallen over. Why has maintenance fallen over? Because we're using too much of it. Okay. You're going to need to build, you're going to need to build, you're going to... We do have 2.6 Unity up our sleeves, so maybe we also look at this one and potentially upgrading. So we can use more Unity to reduce our maintenance requirements even further. There we go, that should recover it pretty quickly now. Glass starting to back up yet. It is down this way. Got both labs running now at least. And it is starting to fill up on these belts. Alright, it's just going to take a long time because we're only just overproducing. We could. Alright, you all can go into there. Give you the 10 more trucks. So we can flatten this area out a bit quicker. All of this can get taken off because we're going to end up putting in the bigger generators. I'll have to rebalance the way this is being done, but I have an idea for that and we'll go over it when I do the changes. You haven't... Yeah, you've got no exhaust in you, so we're scrubbing all of it, which is great. That's why our health's been quite good, like 3.7 air pollution now. We're making more pollution with vehicles than what we are with our smelting. So maintenance, go to level 2. We're only doing a quarter of our maintenance now. And there's our construction 4. So the first thing we need to set up for is oh, you need to go up, do you? Do. Okay. That basically means that these also need to get upgraded and the rest of this needs to get built. You can unpause and you can unpause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All set correctly. Here will be the purple ones. And then we've got to get electronics 2. Over to both of these points. I go 1, 2, 3, 4. We go to there. And then we can just go a little wiggle into there. And then cut that there, 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 and there. Now, you're at 5, you're at 5, everything's at 5 here. Let's do you at 3. Will 3 get you through? I'll be able to work with that. So we're going to come out to here. So go there. And you'll come into here. And then here will come down to 1. And now we can just go straight into each machine. Okay, and then we just make sure that's on the right. Yep, it is. Okay, and then we'll come off of this up to 4. And you come around and into here. Nope, not like that. Try that again. Like so. Okay, so we can bring you to here. here. And down to 1. Now we can plug all of these in. They're full upgraded, so now we can go all of these machines, these as well. And you get them built, that built, that built, that. Go to there. That one, that one, that one. There. That one as well. Oh, nice. 470, 470, 610. You're probably going to lose this fight, but let's send you out anyway. Right, they're nearly done, so we can get them two back onto there. And now I would like 3 and 7 to run this one. We go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And then it will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Run the coal one as well. And just hope that we can keep up with our fuel production. Alrighty. Okay, so we can go build, 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 and build. Now, how much of that is use 3, 6, 9, 12? We're making 12, so we'll just not be able to make some of the, if we're using maintenance 2. Just take the recycle one off for now. I love the way this electronic 2 looks on the belt. Hey. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, so we're probably now going to have to drop this one down by 1 and put this one up by 1. Hopefully that'll be enough to... You did beat them. Okay. And then you're 990 and you're 610. So that's going to be it for that. Need some more population. Yeah, see, the maintenance 2 needs some of these purple ones. These purple ones let's just get these out so we can finish that build. Do I need to finish the labs for anything that I want to do? So I can get these finished. That will be fine. And then while we're setting up the statue and fixing the door scrubbing area, we can let some of this earlier stuff finish. It's probably got this. Oh. Interesting. There we go, that's done. Alright, we can put this back up to the 50% mark now. Yeah, so we're going to, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let things run between weeks, build the buffers back up. You can see we're out of red parts. And that's because of steel. Could just be a throughput thing, actually. Either way, I'm still going to let the buffers build back up. We'll let the purple build. All of it will be full. I'll keep an eye on a couple of things, namely the fuel consumption. I want to make sure that that fuel doesn't get overused. And those other ones that are set up, so we'll end up with 3 over here and 7 trucks, and we'll end up with 3 in the coal and 7 trucks as well. The only other thing I want to do is add an iron export to there, and also come to this one and add a coal export. We only have you on a small bucket. Okay. Either way. Perfect. That's going to be it for me. Oh, pardon me. As you can tell, I'm getting a little bit sleepy. Until next time, say good day to your mum for me. Bye.